Hello, welcome back to another video. The news surrounding lifestyle influencer Ashleejenae has been sending chills down my spine. It is absolutely disturbing what I'm reading. To have your life taken during what was supposed to be a celebratory moment is just a nightmare that no one should have to endure. My heart, my prayers, my deepest condolences go out to her family as they get through this agonizing search for the truth. Something that's been disturbing me that I cannot look past is the reactions coming from our Black men online. Each comment I read, it gets worse and worse. Too many brothers in the Black community are using this tragedy to drag Ashlee, claiming she deserved what happened to her simply because she chose to date outside of her race. Let's be crystal clear. No one, regardless of who they choose to love, deserves to have their life taken. This victim blaming is a dangerous distraction from the real issue, violence against women. The narrative that Black women are betraying their community by dating interracially, it ignores the lived reality of so many women. Many have given brothers chance after chance, only to be met with disrespect, feeling like they aren't good enough, being treated like second-class citizens while being told they just aren't enough. I've been there. I dated a guy that looked just like me, yet still made me feel like the ugliest person in the room. The type of man who kept me hidden while putting other women on a pedestal. When you've been consistently devalued, you don't just stay in a box for the sake of loyalty. You look for someone who treats you with the humanity and affection you've been denied. We see the horror stories of Black on Black relationships every day. We do. It's all in the news. These Black women, they're the first ones to bail Black men out of jail, put a roof over your head, offer so much support when you're down, even taking in kids that are not even ours, while you run the street only to be discarded the moment you get back on your feet. When a woman finds someone, regardless of his background, who finally offers her real love, that same love that she's been pouring into others but haven't been receiving back, when she finally receives real love, she isn't doing something wrong. She is simply going after the love she deserves. We don't know the exact motives behind this tragedy. Maybe it was jealousy. Maybe he had a temper. Maybe it was something darker. But we do know that violent, controlling behavior is not exclusive to any one race. Ladies, I've said it before and I will say it again. Red flags, they are not just suggestions, they are divine warnings. Red flags are not suggestions, they are divine warnings. If a man shows an unhealthy amount of jealousy early on, that is not a sign of how much he cares. Oh, he's so in love. That is probably a sign of a potential for violence. You got to pay attention to the signs. If he constantly comes in, he needs to see your phone, all the time, give me your phone, he probably doesn't trust you. If he's showing up at lunch dates, you just told him you were going out with the girls, but now he's, parked outside watching you, from the street, claiming, oh, I'm just checking on you. That's not being protective. He's probably being possessive. If he makes you isolate yourself from family and friends, he's literally trying to control your reality. These are not green flags. If you see these signs, do not ignore them. Do not hope he will change. Pull back, walk away, and pray that God works a miracle in his life from a distance. We're losing too many women. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, I don't care. We are losing too many of our sisters. We need to stop debating who women should date and start focusing on the fact that their safety should be top priority. Justice for Ashleejenae is the focus. Let's keep her family in our prayers, and let's commit to protecting the women in our lives by calling out the behavior that truly destroys us.